The CFL returns for another season of classic three-down football on TSN, and here with a pigskin primer is CFL on TSN host, Kate Burness. You like that?
That's nice. That's nice.
Hey, first of all, pretty in pink. Here we are, both of us.
We did.
Yeah.
I watched the show before I came, and I'm like, I need to be wearing pink like everyone else.
Wardrobe.
I tried to find something exactly like Bill's, but I just don't have it in my
There's nothing
closet.
like it.
Nope.
He's unique.
Nope.
And I welcome you, other than one political chat here a couple of times during the election. You're the first live guest we've had in 2+ years of COVID.
Yay!
So welcome.
Thank you.
That's
Good to be
that's
here.
a milestone
Good to
right
be
there.
Here. Yes, it's in my contract. I said I will come and do live television again if I'm #1. So here I am.
You are busy, huh?
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
like last night you had the fantasy
I
draft
did.
with the lively panel.
Yes, I just stay on television all the time. This makeup never leaves my face.
Everything's on camera. It's opening weeks, and this all just comes shortly after we had the first labor dispute, a strike in like 50 years. That threatened to kibosh just about everything, but is there labor peace right now? Before we get into the game, are the league and owners and players, is there?
They are, and I think it comes at a critical point too. I mean, this is going to be the first full season of the CFL since 2019, and I don't think there's no time for this. And I think when it comes to the CFL too, getting the fans back, getting a younger fan base, making sure that the old fan base stays as well. You can't have something like a labor dispute hold up this season. We've dealt with this far too much, especially the canceled year. So very timely that they were able to come to a resolution before this season began, and we could not be more excited to be back.
Timing's everything.
Yep.
So opening games tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Al's at the Stamps in Calgary. Let's talk about the Argos too, because a week tomorrow, their home opener against those same Alouettes. There's a lot of new looks, a lot of new faces on the boatmen. Brandon Banks, Andrew Harris. I mean, where does Toronto stack up in the East that's become a bit of a beast?
It is, and I think the East is very interesting to me this year, to be quite honest. And the Hamilton Tiger Cats lost a lot of good players. Jeremiah Masoli, of course, probably being the biggest of the bunch, and they'll go with Dane Evans moving forward. But another one is a guy like Jagarrett Davis, and he was monstrous for them defensively last year, and he is now part of the Toronto Argos. And I think the Argos are right there. My only concern with guys, as you just mentioned, with Andrew Harris, Brandon Banks, is literally just the age at this point. We know that the game of football is physical, and you tend to wear down a little bit as you move on. But I think it's wide open, and I love a team, to be quite honest, like the Ottawa Red Blacks. I mean, Milt Stegall was saying it on our show yesterday. And what they've done defensively on that side with Mike Benavides there in charge, I mean, it's going to be great. So you're right. And then we haven't even talked about Montreal yet. I think it's completely wide open. I think there's a ton of parity, which makes an exceptional league, and I think it should be an exceptional season.
Parity it's the best thing in all sport when you can start to see that, and because it's good for the fans. They know that they've got a good product to come out to, and there'll be competitive games. And the panel, I mean, the crew you work with.
Oh, my goodness.
You look like you're having way too much fun.
I mean, it is a job just keeping those three in line all the time. I mean, it is fun, but I think, too, and if you ever watch, in the States, too, the TNT panel, I think everyone always compares to.
Okay, sure.
And I think the thing with television a lot of the time, what we forget, it's entertainment at the end of the day. I mean, these guys have played the game. Sure, they can break it down left, right, and center. We got a lot of intelligent fans that watch the CFL that can do the same. But when our personalities come out, I think that's the most fun, that's for sure. But it's a lot. Let me tell you that. It's a lot handling these guys.
And it's your job to handle
it. Is.
It is. What's the secret sauce of the CFL? What makes it special? What makes it exciting for you to follow it and be a part of it?
I mean, I've got a little bit of a different perspective on the CFL. I mean, my dad had me going to Argos games when I was 8, 9, 10 years old, and I remember those days. I remember those early Argo days and the John Candy and Wayne Gretzky years and the Bruce McNall and the Rocket Ismail, the Pinball Clemens and the Doug Flutie. And there's something special to the CFL, in my opinion. I'm a homer when it comes to it. I love the league. I love the 3 downs. And I think it's as Canadiana as you can get. And I love the Grey Cup. I think it's the best party going in the country still. So I think just to get back to that, and if you've been to a game in Saskatchewan, for example, you feel that still. So I'd love to see BMO Field packed. I'd love to see the Argos be successful again. They made it to the East Final last year, but I believe in this league and I believe in its players.
Well said. And that's your Grey Cup this year, right? It's in Regina.
Yeah, no, we're going to Regina at the end of November, so please pray for me at home, and hopefully it's not that cold and I can keep my toes and my fingers warm.
And those fellas in check. Kate Burness, host of the CFL on TSN, thank you so much. Life is good. Football's better.
I thought I was going to give away the cottage now. What happened?
But Cousin Mike might invite you over.
Cousin Mike from Greenbank, Ontario.
Close to home, right?
Yes, very close.
Thanks for
Thank you,
joining us,
George.
Kate.